next track is Freedom.
Yes, that was one of my. That was the first one I put on my list. So that one I had Freedom.
I love Freedom. Talk about a song that makes you cry. You remember that movie, with Biggie's movie? And he did that song that had him crying. That's how I felt about Freedom.
Yeah.
Because I had wrote everything.
And he's an ugly crier, by the way.
I don't care. It's beautiful what I was crying about, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can afford to be ugly. You know what I mean?
So if he was really ugly, that means it was really beautiful when he cried.
That's it. I was real ugly. You know what I mean? and so I wrote all the verses for it, the hook, the chorus, the bridge. I wrote all the lyrics for that song. You know what I mean? But what I was hearing wasn't matching up with what I was recording.
Okay.
So I tried to try different people on that. You know what I mean? So I had Reese sing the bridge, the part. Realize this is your time.
Oh, so
that's the bridge, right?
That was Sharice?
Nah, I had her sing, but it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Like I wanted.
The original when you first did it. Okay, I got it.
So I had her sing, but it wasn't sounding like I wanted to.
Okay.
So so then I said, all right, let me try a different singer. So I tried to get Mariana on it. It wasn't sounding like I wanted to. Third's the charm, right? There's a site called Sound Better, and it's like a freelance artist that do like music. You know what I mean? So I found this woman on there, Christina Hall, and I showed her the track, and she agreed to do it. You know what I mean? And so she's the one who's on the final version.
Okay.
I mean, she took it beyond anything that I ever thought would be possible. You know what I mean?
And it just goes to show you that you just can't accept it if it doesn't sound right to you. No matter how much people can say,
keep working on it.
If people might say, "Oh no, that sounds good," if you don't believe in it,
that's not it.
That's not it.
And she kind of tried to shortchange herself. I think she was going to charge me like $40 or $50.
Really?
I was like, "You underselling yourself, yo. I'm gonna give you $100." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what she ended up doing was she sung the hook, some things on the hook. She sung some background harmonies behind my verses. She sung the bridge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she really iced it out. You know what I mean? And so after I got the stems back from her and listened to it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is what I was hearing. You know what I mean? So that's how it originally started. And then you came into the picture, and that's when we started mixing. Actually, you mixed most of that track.
Yeah, I mixed. Believe it or not, yeah, I mixed most of that track.
I needed Chris to be there because, like I said, I was doing the EP.
That not only that, this is just my opinion. Like out of the two of us, I think my ears are a little bit sharper. So like just like what he said. He said, "Oh, I could turn it down lower, where I could say you just need to turn down 0.2% decibel and stuff."
Cold miser.
Yeah, I'm just technical like that. But the thing is that that was an awesome track. But you should have seen my face when he showed me how many tracks into.
It's like 60 some tracks.
It was like 80.
Was it like 80 some tracks?
Like 80 some tracks. He's like, "All right, go ahead and mix it." I'm like,
"You want to mix? I'll throw you in the deep end." You know what I mean? Yes, I did. But I told you how to approach it.
You threw me in the cement pit.
I told you how to approach it. Start with your drums. Get your drums feeling nice. You know
oh
what I mean?
My gosh!
Go from there.
It must have took me 3 days to to at least try to get the sound out of my ear after I got done that.
That's it.
But yeah, like a lot of people won't probably like say unless people watch this film. What a lot of people don't know is, just like he said, I mixed the groundwork on that track, and then he put the final touches on it.
Yep. That's how it had to be. I was so wrapped up in other things. You know what I mean? So I needed that extra engineer there.
Not only the extra engineer, like you say, you need the extra engineer. You needed fresh ears because you hearing all kinds of sounds for this album, for your EP and stuff. Right. It's like your ears are tired after a while. Like you just want to take a break because there were times where, like when like for instance, Understand. I didn't even want to hear that joint for like a month after Mixed Understand 2019 off of his EP.
Imagine what I was going through.
Oh my gosh!
Because I'm the only one who knew how to master it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was crazy.
Yeah. So what was the motivation behind Freedom? Because that track was fire.
Freedom was, and I really was addressing Christians.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
I have a problem with people who claim to be saved, but then their sister and brother is going through the darkness and they're not lifting their hands to help them out.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like all you doing is going to church and sitting in the church pew. You're against God right now. You know what I mean? So freedom was directed mostly towards saints.
Okay.
To we have the power to change this nation, and y'all sitting on your butts doing nothing. You know what I mean? So that's how it is started. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's all in the news and it's all in the hearts. Hope it's calling for action. We'll be ready to start fighting. You know what I mean? Like, who is going to be with me to help fight against what's going on? You know what I mean? Y'all claim y'all so-called Christians.
Right.
You know what I mean? Y'all got your suits. Like I said, you got your certain suits on, but you live in lukewarm. You know what I mean?
So it's like, you know, you talking all that stuff that that dude pointed a gun at you.
He's got a pistol.
Man, it was on Medea's class reunion. Right. Oh my gosh!
So freedom. I was upset at the state of how our country has slipped so far into immorality, and I blame part of that on the Christians in this country.
Okay.
We're not praying enough. We're not seeking the Lord's face enough.
Definitely.
We're not out in these streets enough.
Definitely.
We go to church, and some of us just open up our Bibles on Sunday morning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And throughout the rest of the week, you're not thinking about your brother that's going through something, and you have the key to his peace.
You know what I mean? I can't even speak to reiterate what you said one day. I actually talked to somebody one day. It was years ago. Like you said, nobody's talking. You know, just it needs to still peace in people's lives.
Right. You had the power. We got the power to do it.
And I went and talked to her. We was talking about something simple, like she lost her son and her daughter due to, I think, illness. And she asked about, I asked her, I said, "Are you a person of faith?" And she was like, "Yeah." So I said, "I'm gonna tell you a story." So I told the story about how my 2 unborn sons passed away in their second trimester.
Right.
So when I told her the story, because I tell 2 different stories. I'll tell the ones that for people that don't believe a different story, because if I tell them the real story behind that, you're gonna think I'm crazy. Where people of faith will hear that and be blessed by it.
Well, the words are spiritually rooted.
Right.
So those who operate from a flesh mind state, it sound like
right. So then when I told her the story, she gave me the biggest hug, and she's like, "That really helped me a lot," to the point because it was a customer I delivered to for Coke, and I see her every time I see her since then. Every time I seen her, she will always give me a hug. Like, she would be the first one to scan me in. Like, you know what I mean?
Y'all waiting. He's coming through first.
Exactly.
And
she's and you don't know, that one conversation that you have with somebody can just alter the whole thing. I mean, I might not have helped her immediately going through the pain that she lost her sons, but it helped her along a long way to keep going on. Right. It took the sting off a little bit. So I agree with what you said. Like, people don't go out there in the streets enough.
You never know the Lord's gonna put to cross your path.
Right.
And sometimes I know I did when I first was accepted Christ. I had a hard time of knowing what I had to say to people. I was always worried about, what should I say to this person?
Hell yeah, I do that sometimes too.
What should I say to this person? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. And over time, you just talk to them, man. You know what I mean? And the Lord will use your words to convey the message that they need to hear.
And you know what what you say on that is true, because I'd be like, yeah, what should I say to him? But sometimes the Lord don't want you to go up to him like Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 30.
I don't do that, because that turns people's ears off the quickest.
The simplest things was just like, how you doing today? And just like when I talked to that lady, how you been?
Common ground, y'all.
Common ground. So
we all gotta live here, you know what I mean, and breathe this air, and we all like Slick said, we all cry when someone dies. You know what I'm saying? So freedom was aimed at waking these lazy Christians up, these lukewarm Christians that go to church and that's all they do. You know what I mean?
What I like about it too was the sound. Like it felt like the 70s. Like, you know, I could see you at a concert performing that song. You got the band going, dun, 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 like, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like it has so much energy to
Tone
it.
Jones produced that too.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
Man,
Yep.
you know what? Don't have to be brother.
You know why? I got some made. You know why I got some made joints from Tone Jones? Because he be having like a sale on his joints.
Oh, okay.
Like I think if it was like
man, that joint was nice.
I think if you like license one, you get 2 free, something like. So I was stacking up on his joints. You know what I mean? Straight up.
He was like, Big Red, which one do I want? Like, you know what I mean?
His style is very complimentary to my lyrics.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it was great.
I never talked to him.
Right.
Only found him through SoundClick, and then I just licensed his beats and used them.
I'm telling you, brother, like your stuff made me want to get better at my stuff. So, like,
He definitely got some skills.
yeah,
Man.
definitely got some
Tone
skills.
Jones, ToneJonez. Look him up. He's got some fire.
Does he? It's
Fire.
that joint was crazy. So all right, so we got the, you know, why you did it for. What did you thought about the finished product after you like heard everything mixed in and the stuff like that?
That's where the tears came, because knowing the presence of God is something that you're doing.
Right.
Is very, very emotional. I mean, I've always had great songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you did.
But Freedom was such a powerful message, and the way it was delivered was so powerful.
Yeah.
And it's if you're an artist, you'll come across a song that you helped create or write or whatever that should be on the radio.
Yeah.
And Freedom was that song. You know what I mean? Like even Keisha said it. She's like, you need to do a video for this and put it out for Black History Month.
I could see that.
You know what I mean? So I was like, I really don't have the time or the resources to do a music
That's
video.
right. Black
for
History
it.
Month every year, all around the whole year.
Don't limit yourselves to 28 days, man.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? But I did post it for Black History Month.
Right.
Like yesterday, I think it was.
Yeah, I did see that on
You know what I
the
mean?
post.
So
Yeah.
I did send a link to that.
Right.
Even though I couldn't do a music, but I still want to do a music video for it because I think it's powerful.
Okay.
But when I heard the final product, man, I was like, yeah, that's it. And that's why I had to put it third, because the Lord was so heavy in that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit encased that song. So I said, this got to be the third song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So my last question to you is like, all right, so that was aiming at the Christians. So why did you felt the need, or why did you feel God felt that song had to be in the Christmas album, not like on the EP or something like that?
Right. Well, like I said, it was a licensed beat first, right? So I really couldn't do what I wanted with it. And at the same time, it had to be on that Christmas album because the Christmas album is focused on fighting, getting up and fighting. And not only do secular people need to fight the things they're going through, but Christians need to get up and help the people fight for what they're going through.
Right.
You know what I mean? So what I think about Freedom was God's way of yelling at us.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And if you listen to the lyrics, you have, like my songs, you have to listen to my lyrics. You just can't you can blindly just bop to it, but if you take the time to listen to what I'm saying,
Yeah, it's like dropping the fruit.
you'll understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? You'll get what I'm saying, and it'll impact you better if you take the time to listen to what I'm saying.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I felt like that track was God yelling at us.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I was just the vessel to deliver his message.
Well, I'll tell you this, and I did hear on Freedom. If that's what you say, God was yelling at us. Thank you, God, for having my man bring that beat, because not only he was yelling at us, but he was giving something to entertain us with, the rock to it while he was screaming at us. So
Well, that's always been our thing, right? Even when we do music that has messages of positive messages or real life messages, it still got to bang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I see some people who's in the hip hop world and they get saved and they get real soft with it. Like
and
what's up with that?
And I don't like it myself.
Like, come on, man.
That's why I didn't listen to like Christian rappers. Like, and there's no disrespectful for like all the Christian rappers, but I don't I don't know any of them. Like I heard a banger once in a while. Oh, that's cool. But then you could tell me like if somebody tell you like, yo, name your favorite rapper. Like your favorite rapper, I would say like number one to me, Scarface. I love Scarface. Scarface is my dude. Like I am so like it is crazy how Scarface is. Like a lot of times I kind of
His delivery is
his
sick.
delivery is sick. The way he tells stories is sick. Like that's probably my biggest influence when I write my own lyrics is Scarface.
Nice.
You know, Tupac, how he talked about the Lord, even though he did a lot of gangster rap. He did present some stuff.
People forget he wrote Brenda Got a Baby.
Yeah, Brenda's Got a Baby.
He was like real life songs. You know
Like
what I
my
mean?
mother forgot. My mother didn't even like really like Tupac, but she was like so shocked that he wrote Dear Mama because he thought it was Biggie. I said, nah, Ma. I said, that's Tupac. So she was like, what? That's Tupac. And after that, she kind of like had more respect for Tupac after that.
My mom's the biggest supporter of
Yeah.
our music.
Yeah.
My dad is too, but my mom was like from the door one. One time I came home from school. This is a quick story. I was in high school and I came home a little lifted from the trees. You know what I mean?
He was blessed by the Lord.
You know what I'm saying? And out of nowhere, my mom starts spitting Wu-Tang at me. Cash rules everything around me. Cream get the money. $1 bill. I was like, what? Where you been? You know what I'm saying? Where you hear this? You know what I'm saying? And that moment's always resonating in my mind. Like,
tell her, go to your room.
you know what I'm saying? Go to your room, mom.
Stop listening to this.
Listen to Wu-Tang. What's your
But
You better not tell that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, there's a lot of artists just like Eminem. I love Eminem's like his lyrical delivery, his mind thought, how he can just spit it so fast, his like change ups and stuff. Like Eminem is great. Snoop Dogg, I'm just chilling. You know what I mean?
Chilling.
But like, there's a lot of great influences. But when I listen to, like when they say name one Christian rap artist, I'll go.
Right.
I don't know.
Pause.
I don't know. So yeah, I agree. Like I think if people can, and that's why I like like how you're trying to present yourself, and I love your music because it's like you're hitting as hard.
Yeah, I don't let up, man.
No,
Like,
and it's cool.
my dad said to me, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
My pop said to me something that still sticks with me today. He said, the Lord didn't come to take your gift away. He came to use it.
Yeah.
I was like, you're right. Because I can't see myself being gentle on the mic. You know what I mean? Like even Jaywalk says, it's rope coming on the mic because he attacks it from the door.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's how I came up. Like my influence is Public Enemy.
Yeah, Chuck D. I was just listening to Chuck D today.
Public Enemy.
Rebel Without a Pause.
MOP. You know what I mean? So Busta Rhymes. So I'm very animated and attack the joint. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Busta Rhymes too. Yeah, it's definitely Busta Rhymes.
Yeah. So that's freedom. You know what I'm saying?
Freedom.
Yeah. So it acts as a way to yell at Christians, but also is like a motivating for everybody else to fight the system that we're under, because we're behind enemy lines here, man.
Always.
You know what I mean?
Yes, we are.
So that's freedom, man. Freedom.
We need a